Well, we have a Good Friday doubleheader coming our way, and it all kicks off at Marvel Stadium on Friday. It is, of course, North Melbourne and Carlton. And Josh, for the first time in a long time, this Good Friday clash actually intrigues me.
It's super intriguing. North Melbourne have driven this since 2017. For a long time, this was a blackout on the footy calendar. There was nothing on that day. There was Easter Thursday footy in Queensland, but for a long time there was no footy. We've got two games to look forward to this weekend, but Friday feels big because North Melbourne have a lot on the line. They want marquee slots. They need to prove they deserve it. Given what they've served up across the last 7 years, they're 1-6. And it's the average losing margin has been 56 points. They've been absolute fizzers. So a lot on the line for North Melbourne. But I just want to point out that since Luke Davies-Uniacke re-signed for 7 more years last Friday, they've sold 4,500 memberships.
What?
Now, they are 3-game memberships, but that stat has really jumped off the page for me.
LDU, draw card. I love it. Now, from a Carlton perspective, they obviously had their first win of the season, Chad, against the Eagles. They weren't really convincing to me either, but there's a structural issue that Coach Michael Voss is going to have to deal with when we look at their forward line. Harry Mackay is in concussion protocols at the moment, and they've also lost Brodie Kemp to that ruptured Achilles, which is just unfortunate because he kicked the 5 goals just a couple of weeks ago. What are the options for Michael Voss here?
Yeah, and Kemp's been really impressive for him. Like, he's been one of those shining lights for him, if I'm being honest. And I did my Achilles, and it's a really tough injury, and I hope him and wish him all the best. But for Carlton's perspective, it's got to be next man up mentality. I think McGovern is a chance to go up forward, or Silvani maybe go up forward, out of one of those two. But I think maybe the most obvious one is probably Pitnett in and Tom De Koning rotating up forward. So having the 2 ruckmen and going up forward to, I suppose, maybe preserve some energy for these ruckmen. So that's probably the 3 options I think Carlton have, and I'm intrigued which option Vossi's going to go with.
But you're leaning towards like Pitnett, bringing him into the side?
I think so. It's probably the one that you probably think, as you're a fan, it's a pretty obvious choice.
Of course, this game is about more than just footy. It's about the Good Friday appeal as well, and raising funds and, I guess, helping the children and their families who are going through a really tough time get support and treatment at the Royal Children's Hospital. So if you do have capacity, please donate now. It is such a worthy cause, and you can see the pictures there of the players visiting the Royal Children's Hospital during the week, and they all really get around this super clash on Good Friday. So please get around the Good Friday appeal if you can.